my darling, I'm just as used to be to you. Those cold hard kisses that you gave me, darling, prove to me you found somebody new. Tomorrow's just another lonesome day. I wish you hadn't gone so far away. Hey, you don't love me anymore, my darling, I'm just as used to be to you. I'm just used to be to you. Those cold hard kisses that you gave me, darling, prove to me you found somebody new. Tomorrow's just another lonesome day. I wish you hadn't gone so far away. Hey, now you don't love me anymore, my darling, I'm just as used to be to you. This heart of mine is made of silver. This heart of mine is made of gold. And it will shine like a candle when your world is dark and cold. When your world is dark and cold. This heart of mine is made of timber. This heart of mine is made of stone. Like a bridge across the mountains when you're walking all alone. When you're walking all alone. This heart of mine is made of iron. This heart of mine is made of steel. And it won't turn towards another when the wind is on the hill. When the wind is on the hill. This heart of mine is made of silver. This heart of mine is made of gold. It will shine like a candle when your world is dark and cold. When your world is dark and cold. About 3 miles from the Battle Yard on the reverse curve on down. Not far south of the town that pulls so Loving Shack was found. Back on the high ground. You could see him every day walking down the line with an old brown sack across his back and his long hair down behind, speaking his worried mind. It's a long way to the Delta from the North Georgia hills, and a tow sack full of ginseng won't pay no traveling bill. And I'm too old to ride the rail on the road alone. Well, I guess I'll never make it back home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Here they get so cold, that damn it makes me ill. Can't dig no roots by the mountainside, 'cause the ground feels hard and still. You gotta wait at the foot of the hill. But next summer things will turn right, harmonies will pay high. I'll make enough money to pay my bills and bid these mountains goodbye. Then he said with a sigh, it's a long way to the Delta from the North Georgia hills, and a tow sack full of ginseng won't pay no traveling bill. And I'm too old to ride the rail from the road alone. Well, I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. To ride the river from the road alone. Well, I guess I'll never make it back to home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. My muddy water Mississippi Delta home. Howdy, friends. How are y'all this evening? Me too. Well, I can tell that y'all, as well as us, are proud to be here. And it's time for an instrumental. So here's Mr. Banjo to cut loose on the beginning of this tune. It's an original tune. It's one called Crooked Smile. tune off our Stardate King record album. It's one called Cold Sailor. I have been to canyons where the street lights freeze your soul, and a single night is longer than 6 months at the pole, where a man's heart seizes up when the sirens call, and passing cars throw twisted shapes upon the hollow walls. I'm just a cold sailor standing here alone, a cold sailor wishing I was home, a cold sailor, won't you take me in? If you'll give me some supper, I'll tell you where I've been. Stood the night watch in 1,000 native towns, and turned at every footstep and challenged every sound. I crossed myself in summer storms, and rain came down so fast that you couldn't see the hatred in the faces rushing past. I'm just a cold sailor standing here alone, a cold sailor wishing I was home, a cold sailor, won't you take me in? If you'll give me some supper, I'll tell you where I've been. Inside the caves where lonely people go, to dream the technicolor dreams that lonely people know. And once for an instant I glimpsed paradise of someone who was not afraid, but then she closed her eyes. I'm just a cold sailor standing here alone, a cold sailor wishing I was home, a cold sailor, won't you take me in? If you'll give me some supper, I'll tell you where I've been. Where I've been. Here's the Evansville Songbird to attack the microphone now, render us with a selection that's going to be off of our next record album, due out any day. This one called Good Woman's Love. Here we go.
Yes, and tonight we would like to sing this song, or I would like to sing this song for a lady friend of mine named Vera. I was a rover on land and on sea. Tell a good woman's love put me back on my feet. Life had known me so incomplete. Tell a good woman's love. It made a new man of me. Instead of roaming, I go home in the evening, and she's waiting there. Yes, I know that no matter what happens, she'll always care. And when the night falls and the moon shines above, I'm a man with a dream and a good woman's love. Thank you.
It's a song called Pennies in My Pocket. I got pennies in my pockets, I got pennies in the shoes. I got pennies to trade for lemonade, I got pennies just to lose. I don't like it when they shiny, only like it when they're brown. I'd like to have a lot to roll, and I love the way they sound. Going for a ride on the freeway, I wish I could believe takes underneath what we sing. Wake us up when we get old, tell me when they reach the end of the road. Footsteps, you got spirits in your hair. You got loving eyes, a tender eyes, my feelings with the stare. In your mind I see a vision, in your brain I hear a tune. I always like to listen, but I always look too soon. Going for a ride on the freeway, I wish I could believe it, take us underneath what we say. Wake us up when we get old, tell me when to reach the end of the road. Going for a ride on the freeway. I wish I could believe it, take us underneath what we say. Wake us up when we get old, tell me when to reach the end of the road. This is a John Hartford number. It's one called the Steam Powered Aereoplane. Well, I then went away on the Steam Powered Aereoplane. Well, I went in the city and I didn't come back again. I didn't go very fast on Steam Powered Aereoplane. Oh, the wheel went around and down and side and back again. Sitting in San Francisco, just watching the time roll by. Can't tell if the sunshine the ribbons rain. Well, I better be sitting in a deck chair high over Kansas City. All genuine old-fashioned, all in a Steam Powered Aereoplane. Well, and I'd be piloting on a Steam Powered Aereoplane. Well, I pull that pilot wheel around and hit back again. And I wear a blue hat, says Steam Powered Aereoplane. Well, let her go round and then hit back again. Sitting in a San Francisco, just watching them clouds go by. Can't tell if the sunshine or if it's rain. You know, rather be sitting in a deck chair high over Kansas City. All genuine old-fashioned, all in a Steam Powered Aereoplane. Here's Curtis Jr. on a dobro instrumental written by Curtis Jr. It's called The Rainbow Bridge. But I say she won't stand me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian Wood? She asked me to stay, and she told me to sit anyway. I looked all around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on her rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and gone off to sleep in the bath. And then I woke, I was alone, this bird has flown. So I lit her fire, isn't it good, Norwegian Wood?
the tired miles are red, my head feels like an unmade bed. There are clothes are scattered all around the floor, by tomorrow night there'll be some more. The hot rod driver pushing out it on the road, my head feels like it's gonna explode. No loose women, it all inside. I guess I'll pack my bags and leave tonight. I'm gonna fly through the country, hanging on the trees, picking berries in the underbrush, crawling on my knees. Lie on the front porch, read a good book, listen to the sound of the gurgling brook. Nothing new for miles around. Steady life is bringing me down. Sound shimming horns leaping all around. I sure get tired of that old sound. My hi-fi's gone, my guitar strings broke. I'm leaving this town and it ain't no joke. I'm gonna fly through the country, hanging on the trees, picking berries in the underbrush, crawling on my knees. Lie on the front porch, read a good book, listen to the sound of the gurgling brook. Fly through the country, hanging on the trees, picking berries in the underbrush, crawling on my knees. Lie on the front porch, read a good book, listen to the sound of the gurgling brook. I'm gonna fly to the country. I'm gonna fly to the country. You know there's too many people, there's too many sounds, and there's too many noises all going around. I'm gonna fly to the country.
Thank you. We'll be back for 2 more big sets right shortly. Thank you. In the hollow where the pines are standing tall, in the shadow where the woods are dark and still, to a warning weather shack, my thoughts keep turning back to that old cabin home below the hill. I lived it in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, all the birds are singing in the glen. But the road is stretching on us from the cradles to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my home again. I can see the geese flying in the fall, I can hear the dry leaves blowing in the lane. I miss the woodfire on the cold and rainy night, and the trees scratching at my window pane. I lived in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, told the folks I'd be home in the fall. But the road is stretching on us from the cradles to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my home at all. As the years go by and the seasons pass away, the home place keeps returning to my mind. I'd give a line to see that place old journey, that holler in the woods I left behind. I lived in the springtime when the flowers were in bloom, all the birds are singing in the glen. But the road is stretching on us from the cradles to the tomb, and I guess I'll never see my home again. Thank you. When we two parted in silence and tears, and broken hearted to sever for years, the love we once had no longer could be. Oh, now you don't care and you're setting me free. If I should meet you after long years, how should I greet you with silence or tears? Chills to my brow. It felt like warning of what I feel now. Your vows are broken, my heart is the pain. I hear they spoken and I share in its shame. If I should meet you after long years, how should I greet you with silence or tears? Your heart you forget, your spirit deceived. Well, know that I knew you and know you too well. Long shall I miss you too deeply to tell. If I should meet you after long years, how should I greet you with silence or tears? If I should meet you after long years, how should I greet you with silence or tears? What the future will bring as we swing freely as one. And now we shall know what love will show us has begun. So here's to you with care from someone.
This evening came, but not the same as yesterday. Yes, yesterday had been. Today had come here with someone to hold now deep within.
And maybe we'll find this time they designed for finding the meaning of one. And now we shall know what love will show us has begun. So here's to you with care from someone. And now we shall see what the future will bring as we swing freely as one.
for we shall know what love will show us has begun. So here's to you with care from someone.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Gone and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world.
She called me in Dallas and El Paso, said, come on, Daddy, need you so.
Now she's gone and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world.
Down in jail, back to the wall. My red-headed mama, she was the cause of it all.
Now she's gone and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world.
Mississippi River runs deep and wide, the one I'm loving is on the other side.
Now she's gone and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Now she's gone and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world.
Howdy, friends. Glad to see you stayed around for the second big set of the evening. These boys are raring to go again. Boys? Gonna keep this thing moving right along with an instrumental. It was written by two of the greatest writers of our times. Courtney and myself wrote this tune. This one called Red Man's Blues, and a 1 and a 2. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Me and my uncle went riding down South Colorado, West Texas bound. We stopped over in Santa Fe. The journey will be just about halfway. Yes, and you know it was the hottest part of the day. I took the horses out to the stall, and I went to the bar room and ordered drinks for all. 2 days in the saddle, you know my body hurts. This being summertime, so I took off my shirt and I tried to wash off some of that dusty dirt. West Texas cowboys, you know it's all around. Winning liquor and monies, Lord, they load it down. So soon after payday, yes, it seemed a shame. But you know my uncle, he starts a friendly game. He and Hollow Jack, yes, they got in a nasty game. Arkansas to winning, cowboys got sore. Then one of them cowboys, and then two more. They accused him of cheating. Oh no, it could not be. For I know my uncle, he's as honest as me. I know I'm honest as a good man ought to be. After winning, cowboys got sore. Then one of them cowboys, and then two more. They accused him of cheating. Oh no, it could not be. For I know my uncle, he's as honest as me. Yes, you know I'm as honest as a good man ought to be. Now one of them cowboys, he starts to draw, and I shot him down, Lord. You know he never saw. I shot me another. Oh no, he never saw my gun. Well, in the confusion, my uncle grabbed the gold. Yes, we hightailed it down to Mexico. Now love those cowboys, love that gold, love my uncle, God rest his soul. I swear to the good Lord, I taught him all I knew. So I taught him so well, I took that gold. And I left his dead ass laying by the side of the road.
On the 5-string banjo we have from Hiceville, Kentucky, the mayor of Hiceville, and Mr. Banjo is Courtney Johnson. On the guitar from Brunswick, Georgia, the Greg Allman of Bluegrass is Curtis Birch.
And on the fiddle and the mandolin from Bowling Green, Kentucky, would you please make welcome, good friend of ours, I guess, is Sam Bush.
Last and certainly not least, the Evansville Songbird, and he's fixing to sing one for us. Straight from a job with Jimmy Martin and the Sunny Mountain Boys. He was Jimmy's bus driver for 2 years, but now he's playing with us. This one, the only John Cowan on the bass.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome, son. Here's one called The Dancer.
reaches for the dancer as if he's got the right. And everybody knows the old man's stoned. More than 40 years too late for what he never was, while everything he was got watered down. And she's half busy dancing, her eyes red from the smoke, or maybe because she's seen it all before. Smiles without excitement and steps back in the spotlight that throws a dancing shadow on the floor.
And she's every empty-handed dream he ever left behind him, leaning on a bottle on his way down to the floor.
Thinking she's the one to tell him that it's alright,
and he wants that worse than anything he ever lost before.
But either way, right now, he's all alone. All the time his friends were busy growing up, all he was busy growing old. Now his feet are both unsteady, but he waves when people laugh, and each time that she smiles, he thinks there's hope. Believing that she's thinking about him, when all she's thinking about is going home.
And she's every empty-handed dream he ever left behind him, leaning on a bottle on his way down to the floor.
Thinking she's the one to tell him that it's alright,
and he wants that worse than anything he ever lost before. She's every empty-handed dream he ever left behind him, leaning on a bottle on his way down to the floor.
Thinking she's the one to tell him that it's alright,
and he wants that worse than anything he ever lost before.
Of a girl in a stern wheel steamboat, a pilot house stove, and an engine room brass, hanging on a post by the main deck stair with a blue dress skipping into Mississippi.
Oh, the river run wide, run deep, run muddy, river run long, right where I am going. Steamboat winning on the big wide bend, just skipping into Mississippi.
Last Sunday, 10 feet of water on a Memphis gauge. Wouldn't be home without the muddy water rolling and a paddle wheel skipping across the Mississippi.
Oh, the river run wide, run deep, run muddy, the river run long, right where I am going. The steamboat winning on the big wide bend, just skipping into Mississippi.
ship on the river, 35 days on a valley line load. Make a little money, get a swing time chick, and I take off a skipping down the Mississippi. Oh, the river run wide and deep run muddy, the river run long and dry and gone. With steamboat wheeling on the big white bill, just skipping in the Mississippi.
Broad time. This is a pretty brand new number. It's one called Like a Child in the Rain. Love is dead and gone, or that you didn't try. That weighs so heavy on my mind. So thought that you might need it when you call me on the phone, just to tell me that you want me one more time. I won't be standing at your door. I stood there once before. I've known your hello and your goodbye. So why am I shaking like a child in the rain when you tell me that you want me one more time? When you tell me that you want me one more time? I don't talk about the midnights that come down like a stone. Can't you see I already know that after all the morning sun will burn away the dark. But even if you're there, I'll be alone. I won't be standing at your door. I stood there once before. I've known your hello and your goodbye. So why am I shaking like a child in the rain when you tell me that you want me one more time? When you tell me that you want me one more time? Cries. There's part of me that can't make up its mind. Living would be easier if you never called at all, just to tell me that you want me one more time. I won't be standing at your door. I stood there once before. I've known your hello and your goodbye. That you want me one more time. When you
me that you want me one more time. So why am I shaking like a child in the rain when you tell me that you want me one more time? When you tell me that you want me one more time?
John forgot that we had to have matching colored guitars on this tune. You need a maple fingerboard there, son. A song called These Days.
And I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think out loud about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all the time I had my chances to. Well, I had a lover, but it's so hard to risk another these days. One of these days I seem to be afraid to live that life that I have made in song. Well, I tell you that I'm just losing. You've been losing, I've been losing so long.
days. One of these days.
These days I sit on cornerstones and count my time and go to toast to take. Oh, my friends, don't you confront me with